This is pretty shocking. It's pretty eye-opening. So it says Sabbat, noun, Sabbath, which is Sabbath, a midnight meeting supposed to have been held annually by demons, sorcerers, and witches under the leadership of Satan to celebrate their orgies. From the 1650s, a special application of the French form of Sabbath. That's so crazy. It really is. It's so crazy, you guys. I saw this one too. This is interesting because, you know, we're not to be like the pagan nations. We're not to practice in idolatry and witchcraft, which is lawlessness. And we're supposed to really be in line with everything from the scripture. And a lot of people will say, oh, I know his name's not Jesus, his name's Yahusha. And I know he's not God or Lord, he's Yahuwah. And then they almost stop there, not trying to clean up any of the other lies that come from the enemy. Look at this very interesting quote from whoever Carl Gustav Jung is, or Jung. In the form of a dove, she, Sophia. So I hope you guys know that the teaching that the Ruach of Yahuah is female. It goes back to Queen of Heaven idolatry, okay? Sophia, worshipped by the Gnostics, descended into the water and begot Saturn. So this is an interesting thing too, where the people say that they keep the Sabbath on Saturnalia's day, which is another form of worshiping Satan. And look at this, who is identical to Yahweh. This is not Yahuwah. There is no W anyways in Abrith. If you go back to the original 22 letters, the ancient Abrith, you're going to see that it's a Uah right here. Okay? It's a U. In fact, even in the name, double U is W, which they changed the shape of it to this first, which also you get the Vav lie from those lying scribes who say that they're Yashar'Al and do lie. So if you put the V and the V together and have a double V, you do end up with this. Oops, you do end up with this shape. Okay, I know it probably sounds shocking and confusing, but it really shouldn't, because the enemy is very crafty and does this so that they can be in place of the Most High. They want to be like the Most High. Okay. Okay. Saturn, as we have already mentioned, is the other sun, the Sol Niger, black sun of alchemy, black sun. So the other day I said to somebody that it was black cube worship, and they are like, what's that? They didn't know what I was talking about. And it's kind of shocking again, and maybe sad to me. Okay, so like, for example, I had no idea I was going to talk about this either, by the way, but so be it, right? So if you look at this black cube, you're going to see it actually all over the world. Here they're showing in Australia, Denmark, Manhattan, and I can't tell what that is. This is from an X post, which is also a representation of Saturn. Very interesting that it's going to, and look, it's even Ice Cube, like as if this guy is a truth teller. He has sold himself out for fame and fortune, and if he ever tries to leave, he can check in anytime he wants, but if he ever tries to leave, they will take him out, and make no mistake about that. So let's see. So okay, it says Santa Ana. So that was the other location. And it's interesting how you have these gatekeeper agents that come out and they try and muddy the water, sharing some truth, but never really steering people to the ultimate truth, which is Yahuwah and Yahusha. So you see Saturn everywhere in the logos and emblems of all the corporations. Okay, and these people, this is where a lot of these people profit off it, right? Because they're sold out to it. You see how it also has the same shape as a pentagon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sides. Yep. And almost with like a type of a peace symbol in the middle. So if you take the cross and fold it up, which it also is not clean, guys, that goes back as well to sun worship, Babylonian sun worship. But yeah, so people have seen too that if you take the cross and you fold it up, you'll end up with this black cube also. And so this is worshipped in Islam at Mecca. Okay, and also if you look at those who say that they're Yashar'Al and Dulai, these guys right here, they strap it to their forehead and to their right hand. This is called phylacteries. Okay, so this let you know who they really serve, which is Satan, the god of this world. Okay, so that's why all these different religious institutions ultimately lead people into the same place. Like this one was showing very clearly. Christianity adopted all this symbolism and these things and incorporated them into the normalcy of what they do. But so the ancient origin of the cross, ancient symbol predating Christianity by millennia, originating prehistoric Babylonian, Egyptian, Persian cultures, a mark of divinity. And so, and you have like the Eucharist that comes from this, and there's another one that I can't think of the name right now. But the truth of the scripture is that there's a prophecy that says, "Cursed is the man who is hung on a tree." So that's Deuteronomy 21:23. The tree right here, which is Atz. This word Atz, tree, 162 times in the scripture. Okay. But anyway, I'm not even sure exactly how or why I got down that thread. That's Yahuwah's work, and Baruk Atah Yahuah for it.